Well, hello, Bear Watchers. It's a dark and dreary day, which is kind of fitting for us to lose the queen. Yeah, that's pretty sad.
Looking at this morning, my boss came out and he was like, "It's official. The queen is passed." And I was like, "What?"
Yeah. She's one of those people you figure just gonna live forever.
Yeah, I kinda thought so.
There's gonna be some kind of medical thing that keeps her alive forever.
Stem cells.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, darn. Yeah, I was wondering how long she would live after her husband passed away.
Yeah.
They kind of go together. So sad. But we're going to make it happier for you because we've almost hit our 4,000 subscribers. So as soon as we do that, tell your friends and family, and we'll put up a video, probably just a regular YouTube video, just a short thing saying, here, comment on this, and then we'll pick from those people.
Yeah.
So yeah, watch, and we'll let you know when we hit 4,000, because we're, I don't know, maybe 15 people away, 14 people. Very close. So
tell all your friends.
Yeah, tell all your friends.
And random people on the street.
Yeah.
They watch YouTube, I guess.
Yeah. I should be handing out my cards. I should have, at the fairs and stuff like that, I should have just been handing out cards. Hey, we're in town, watch our vlogs. It's funny how many people we run into in town all the time.
Bean says hi too.
Oh, there's Bean. And Kippy's okay. He's limping around. His paw is still sore, but he's putting pressure on it now. So I think his nails just got too long and it got caught on something and twisted. Because the doctor said, that it wasn't broken like she thought it was, because it's very common for them to break them past the nail bed, and then they just pull it off, and then the nail grows from there. But which is kind of what happened to him before, but he actually broke it down past the nail bed. So they didn't know if he was going to actually lose that nail altogether, but it did grow back, and it grew back really funny until it grew out again, like a second time.
It's funny, Mom said that they put him in the anesthesia.
They sedated him.
Yeah, they sedated him, and they were gonna pull the nail out, but then they were like, "Well, let's do a scan just to check on it."
Well, no, she tried to pull the nail.
Really?
Yeah, and that's how she knew it was still connected, because usually it'll just come right out.
Because Mom was like, they did that for no reason, and I was like, maybe they did it for a reason.
Yeah. And she said even though he was sedated, he was still whining. So she said, well, I know it really hurts him because he was still whining under sedation. So she gave me a bunch of painkillers, and I used one. His stomach is weird, so he doesn't do well with that kind of stuff. And he was putting pressure on it, so I figured, he doesn't need it. So there he is. So it's kind of overcast, so it's dark in here. But yeah, I don't want this to get too long, because I just wanted to make that announcement, and then we're going to get you to the regular video. Is kind of not a day-to-day, but it's things that we've been doing this last week. We went for a walk, and so I'm going to put that on here, and I don't know what else is on here, but we're going to just do the day-to-day stuff, because in my head, I'm dreading doing that Denali highway trip. It was so beautiful and so awesome, but I was still sick because I had the flu the few days before, and I felt okay when I did the trip because I was sleeping, but then I had a relapse and I got really, really sick right after that. So I've got all of these clips from different cameras that, like I said before, they don't file right.
They're all mixed up.
Yeah, they're all mixed up, so I have to put together, okay, where are we here, where are we there, where was this river, and because we got one that was ongoing for the road, and then another one that was we were taking pictures and video, and another one we were taking pictures, and oh gosh, it was a big mess.
Yeah.
So yeah. So hopefully that'll be up on Sunday, and it'll probably be 2 parts because that was 3 days. That was Friday, Saturday, Sunday, 4 days. Yeah, we left on Friday, so it was Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. Yeah. And on Monday I didn't do a whole lot because that's when I got sick and they're playing. And I didn't think I was going to make it home. So okay. I'm getting ready to film my Monday measures, and so that way that'll be done for Monday, and okay, we'll get to the video.
He's just a little birdie. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Just a little birdie. You look at you're gonna scare him. Bean has no idea what we're looking at. Shh. Hello. The dogs are very angry that you're sitting there. Do you want to leave? It's not working. I'm trying.
Pretty flowers.
They still look nice.
Yeah.
I guess it's not been getting too cold at night.
Yeah, last year these would have all been gone at this time because we got some pretty nasty frost. All the birds had gone. Yeah, it's kale. That's that. I don't know. Somebody calls it dinosaur kale, and that's what it always stuck in my head. Dinosaur kale.
I could see it. Dinosaurs eating.
Great. Nice. Purple cabbage. Where'd she go? Oh. I lost her. There she is.
Looking at the dinosaur kale.
So we're over at Wedgwood, and we're gonna walk to that little trail back there. To
Reflection Lake, right?
No, it's oh my gosh, what's the name of it?
Oh, I'm thinking of
Mirror? No, it's not Mirror Lake.
I think it might be Mirror Lake. Something that has to do
We'll
with
see when we get back there. I'm out of breath.
We did kind of just eat.
Yeah.
This will help
so
our
no,
digestive system.
walk it off.
Oh, I need to drink more green tea.
Look at all the leaves. It's fall, y'all.
Yeah.
Oh goodness.
That's why I went with I'm sure they've seen the new nail color, but that's why I went. This is kind of like fall.
Yeah.
Kind of darker colors.
And I did like I don't know if you can see it. It's glittery.
I've been getting compliments on all the colors I've been choosing because they're like fall type of colors.
But the trail's still over there a bit, so we'll see you when we get there. It's a Wander Lake. I don't know why I forgot, because I just told Mary just before we left. 75-acre boreal forest.
Look, prohibited thing. It says alcohol. But it doesn't say Starbucks. So I could have brought my drink.
No bicycles. Almost snowmobiles or four-wheelers. I heard that a lot of people ride their snowmobiles back here in the wintertime.
Maybe like on the outside of Wander Lake, but they're probably still technically on Wedgwood property.
Yeah. That is a new sign. Rules the trail. Don't approach the wildlife. That's the same thing that other sign said over there.
Please be a good guest. When it seems gloomy, and behind us the sun's peeking through the clouds, and then all of a sudden looks super pretty and magical. So
Yeah.
we'll see.
Just the moose. Sometimes we run across moose back here.
And then we turn around. We're like,
Yeah.
bye. And yeah, that's why I was like, maybe I should put my glasses on.
So you can see the moose better.
Yeah, now I can't. But they say as long as you keep talking, any wildlife animal's not going to be nearly as spooked by you.
Yeah.
And I talk a lot.
Plus it's hunting season, and this area is not too far off from areas where gunshots will be going off.
Yeah.
Because there's duck hunting and sandhill crane hunting back here.
Yeah, and we'll see moose walk through our neighborhood to get back to Wedgwood, but I haven't seen any yet.
Yeah. It's because it's not cold yet.
Yeah, that's true.
This is such a pretty trail. And the squirrels. Yeah, there's a lot of newly broken trees back here from all those windstorms that we had.
Yeah.
See all the ground foliage just turning red. See all the trees just broken and hanging over. Yeah, these spindly little trees we grow here aren't made for wind. They weren't strong because they weren't born with wind. Okay, there's all kinds of new tiny little trees. Look like a nice Christmas tree. Yeah, we don't buy local Christmas trees here because I always hear horror stories about people with bugs, and they bring them in, and then whatever's hibernating in the tree for the winter comes alive.
I think the pennies are multiple. I have two.
Mary finding pennies in her pocket.
Yeah, what?
Oh, and guess what? It's a mushroom season. Just tons of mushrooms everywhere.
I sent Mom a video of what was the mushroom called? A fluffy?
A puffball.
Oh, a puffball mushroom.
Yeah, it's like
It was huge. It was like the size of a person's head or bigger.
yeah, like a soccer ball. Oh, and the squirrel doesn't want us to go that way. Oh, look at him. He's running down a tree. He's eating mushrooms. No wonder he's mad. They're noisy, whatever they are. Are they loons? They look like they might be loons. All the cattails. What you got? Is that a mushroom? I can't tell what you're eating. Oh yeah, because all the little things are falling down in the ground there. Are you filling up your cheeks? This is usually where we see the mooses back here. If we see them. Because this side leads to Creamer's Field over here. And that's what the hunting area is back, just that side over there. All the yellow leaves. We were trying to figure out where this one fell from because there's no stump there and there's no stump over here or over there.
That's not one that we can see.
Yeah, maybe it kind of fell and pushed backwards. The stump might be underneath it. Busy, busy, busy. Getting ready for winter. Oh, maybe it's not a gift shop. Looks like a business center. Pretty.
After we ate our picnic food, we went to the Bear Gallery to see the exhibit that we missed for the first Friday. It was all about the boreal forest, and they had all kinds of art that was inspired by the boreal forest. So there's all different types of art forms. There's tiles, there's paintings, there's sculptures, there's materials, there's pieces made from parts of the boreal forest. There's, seeds and the wood and, antlers. It was just a beautiful, beautiful exhibit. So enjoy.
Oh, I thought you were going to get it. Heather's picking through swords. She wants a sword.
The short swords are
Why are you taking a video of me? You're so fluffy.
that's when she's getting content.
My bird does that too. But he's happy. Oh my gosh, it's so hard to get back into a routine. We've been waking up to temperatures, hovering around 40 degrees. The cranes, a lot of them are still here, the cranes and the geese. That's almost a month past last year because they left a little bit early last year. So I'm kind of wondering how this fall's going to go. It's actually still been pretty warm. I'm not sure when I pulled up my flowers last year, but I've been pretty bad about watering them. So a couple of my hanging pots I think have had it. Here. That one's doing pretty good there. This one's kind of, well, I don't know, this one's kind of been doing bad all summer. I don't know if it's the type of plants or what's going on. But my fuchsia, the fuchsias are doing great. They must love this weather. I need to top my marigolds. But yes, it's 42 this morning. This looks like it says 44. But my car said 42 when I took Mary. Yeah, and those hanging pots have kind of had it. They're still blooming. So, I think this video we're going to talk about our 4,000 subscribers because we're so excited. So excited to see that we're finally hitting that 4,000. I thought we would do it a little bit sooner, but it looks like a lot of people were doing other things for the summer, which is good, which is really good. Yeah, busy like us. So now people are coming back to their TVs, the fall weather is showing up and yeah, so we're gaining people again. Oh, there goes Skippy. Yeah, I took him to the vet and, let me switch arms. I took him to the vet and she pushed on his nail, and if you didn't see that, he wasn't even walking on his one foot. And she pushed on the nail, and she thought the same thing I did, that he broke it off down in the bed. And she said, usually you can just pull it off from there. And it's, it kind of shed a little bit further back. And then, so she sedated him because it was really, really hurting him and it was all swollen. And took him back to take it off, and she yanked on it a little bit, and she said, well, it's not coming off, So it was still connected. She took an x-ray. It was still connected. There was nothing broken. She said he probably just twisted it, like a sprain or something, just that one little toe. And he was really calm all night last night because he was sedated. He looked like every time you pet him, he looked like he was gonna fall over. It was pretty funny. I should have got some videos of that. He got up this morning. He's still kind of out of it. I don't know. He's just slow, and he's walking on it just fine. So drama. Oh my gosh, $250 later, I think. She didn't charge me for the x-rays. Oh, doggies. Ay. Yeah. Okay, I'll let you go for now.